What's going on YouTube? It's your man Dyslexic here coming back with the video, and today we're going to be talking about the State of Vanguard. All right, now look, Vanguard's opening weekend was just this last weekend. Today is now Monday as of recording, and I was there the entire weekend grinding it out. Now, I wanted to start with a couple of things. So I started with the campaign. I want to say that the campaign was really good. It was very colorful, a lot of detail, and the storyline definitely leads it up that there's going to be another one. And so just the way the campaign was set up is that my belief is that they're going to be definitely expanding on the four main characters that played it. So I started with that. On veteran difficulty, it took me about 7 to 8 hours to complete. So if you play it on easy or normal, it definitely could probably cut that down in half, down to 4 hours. So if you guys definitely want to check it out and you're interested about the campaigns, definitely play the campaign because the cinematics for it is amazing. The color of it, amazing. Everything about it was pretty good. The story, I just think the main storyline was a little bit too short. So I kind of wish that they kind of expanded a little bit more on that rather than talk so much about the backstories. But other than that, so let's jump right on into the good things about Vanguard. It's a fun game to play. It really is, guys. This is the most refreshing COD that I've played probably in the last couple of titles. The colors are great. The maps, they came out with so many different maps that you will never play the same map twice in a row, or the odds of you seeing the same map is going to be very slim because they came out with so many of them that it's just hard. There's still maps even that I played after about 15 to 20 hours of gameplay already. I've only played twice. And because they have so many different maps, you have these maps where you're not going to see much camping, especially like this map, Bow Cage. I enjoyed it. And so the camping of it is very minimalized. The weapons are pretty balanced besides like the STG and the MP40. But I think as of right now, because we just came from a Treyarch game, I believe that everybody is going to really think that everything is stupid powered, overkill, whatever the case is, because we're coming from Treyarch titles have a slower TTK than Modern Warfare or Sledgehammer in this title especially. They're such fast TTK. Everything feels broken in my opinion, especially coming from Warzone. Some of the bad things, though, I kind of want to talk about, guys, is there's an extreme amount of bugs. And coming with those bugs is a lot of lack of communication. And I think that this is something that the developers need to focus on. Raven Software, shout out to them. Whenever they did the integration of Warzone, they would at least come out and they would post that they realize or know that these problems do exist. And so it was nice knowing when you see that they're addressing it, they're looking into it, and they're going to try to get it taken care of sooner than later, so you know about that. With all these bugs that were going in and that people are submitting, people don't know if what they're going to be fixing or what they're going to be trying to address. And when you have a new Call of Duty title that's getting actually a lot of hype because it's such a fun game, you want to see the developers reaching out like that. It's great to kind of talk about the initial launch and the excitement for it, but that will fizzle out if they don't keep up to being their word. So another thing that I noticed that is a huge issue for me in my eyes, at least, and maybe I'll get over it, and this is just my opinion, is now with the change of sprint canceling. I don't mind the change of sprint canceling and how you kind of have to time it better. My problem is with the sprint canceling is that if an explosion or a kill streak or something will land by you, but it doesn't affect any damage to you, anything that shakes your screen whatsoever will cancel your sprint. Now, if you're going and you're crossing across a certain spot and you're trying to get across and you know that there's people across, and then all of a sudden there's a glide bomb or some kind of kill streak that goes and shakes your screen and it stops you, then your sprint cancel stops, you start walking, and you immediately can't start sprinting again because it has to do this reset period, and you didn't wait long enough for the tac sprint to wear off to reset it. And so now you're kind of a sitting duck walking across trying to do something to try to get out of the way before you get picked, which 90% of the time for me, I would definitely get picked, and that was just pretty frustrating. So to kind of talk about some of the bugs that I think that I need to bring up, so just in case if anybody does see this, then they can try to be addressed. First, we're going to start with the ranking system. I just don't know what the ranking system, this one's kind of a lower end tier of my problems, but the prestige system looks like they either didn't think it through. It looks like it's the same emblem for a season, And so whenever you're a first prestige, it shows the prestige and then it shows a 1 next to it, and it doesn't change whatsoever until you hit second prestige, and then it's the same emblem in the second or number 2. I definitely don't think that that's a very good thing that they should have done. I think that they should just keep it the same and come out with multiple prestige emblems and let the rank show, because you can be a prestige number 1, it'll show the number 1, and then I look at my progress and it'll say that I'm a level 39, right, or a level 40 or whatever the case is. And so I definitely think that that's kind of silly that they're excluding the levels after that. I think that that's just kind of a nuisance. Another thing, the reticle progress. Reticle progress isn't happening right now. So all of this natural progress you should be making by using whatever attachments you want to use for these reticles isn't happening. So by the time they go and they fix this, it's going to be a huge issue, because now I got to go back and I got to keep using whatever attachment, 3x, 4x scopes, 2x red dots, the Slater scope, whatever the case is. So other than that, dogs are kind of an issue. I've seen them jumping around. I've seen them flying. I've seen a crazy amount of things. I think the dogs need to have XP added to them, or their damage reduced, or their health reduced a little bit, because it's like an entire clip plus some, whatever gun you're running, to actually kill one of those dogs. Next thing I want to talk about is the field of view. So I rock on a 115 or 110 for a field of views. I think right now I'm rocking 110 in this gameplay. But there has been times where if I get assassinated, if I spectate something, if I watch a kill cam, there is an odd that when I come out of it, my FOV is stuck at 70, because they have this set up where if it's a kill cam, it's an automatic set at 70 FOV or 60 FOV. And so then the game glitches and then it mimics yours. And the only way to fix that is by resetting your game completely. And then it goes back up to whatever FOV you're at. So I definitely think that that's something that is a huge, huge, huge problem. Another thing I kind of wanted to talk about is the match loading, packet burst. It is extremely bad. I've been seeing it a lot. A lot of the times when the game is ending or the game is loading, you get a crazy amount of packet burst, and it makes the game super laggy right off the bat. And then you kind of have to like stop for like 5 or 10 seconds before it'll correct itself. And that's something that I feel like that shouldn't be even a concern right now in our lives, right, guys? So I think that that's something that they definitely need to be addressing. Another thing is the play of the games. The play of the games is something that's been in Call of Duty for many, 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 many years. All right, and so for some reason, now that we have a new title, we're like back where play of the game shouldn't even exist, because they're so laggy. Like I've seen multiple times where I'll get a 4 or 5, 6 piece, whatever, and it shows two kills, and then it cuts out, right? So they definitely need to get this addressed, and these are all very little things that Sledgehammer needs to worry about to try to get kind of up to snuff to kind of polish this game. But these are serious things, and if you don't get those things taken care of or addressed right away, your people will lose and leave the game, and you're gonna lose your viewership and your play time and stuff like that. And so even though a lot of the times for them, they just maybe want to care about the initial purchase of it or whatever, the initial weekend, whatever the case is, to sell the titles, to keep this level of support around the game, they need to get these things addressed right away. So other than that, though, like the bugs is a huge thing that they definitely need to address immediately. And so I come out and say that your guys are going to be addressing it, you know. But I've really enjoyed this game. I really have, guys. I'm definitely going to be keeping the grind going. I really appreciate everybody that's been coming around and sticking, showing the support. The breakable mechanic that they added to this game is very interesting. I don't know what to make of it yet, if I enjoy it, if I don't enjoy it. I think it adds a little bit of level of flair, but I have seen multiple times where somebody is just straight up camping. They break out one little panel of a door and they're watching it or something like that, and so it's just kind of stupid. So thank you guys so much. I greatly appreciate everybody that stuck around to watch this video. Definitely make sure you guys smash the like button. All right, make sure you smack the subscribe button if you guys aren't already subscribed already. Make sure you turn the bell on for notifications. This game is kind of winding down to an end. If you guys haven't seen me, I definitely have my Twitter, my TikTok, and my Twitch all linked down in the description below. So you guys definitely make sure you check out my other socials. This game is kind of winding down. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys have played Vanguard, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you haven't, I did a giveaway just recently. Apologize you weren't able to be there for it. If you weren't able to be there for it, congrats to MK for ended up winning the free copy of Vanguard. But thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all the love and support that I have been seeing. And until next time, I'll see you all next time.